Is this the end for Camilla? King Charles has reportedly left her with nothing. No titles, no power, and no clear future. After years of standing by his side, supporting him through the toughest times, it seems the Queen Consort has been cast aside. But why would Charles do this? What could have led to this shocking betrayal? The answers might just change everything we thought we knew about the British royal family. The British royal family has always been a subject of intrigue, but right now, it's at the center of a deepening crisis. Camilla, once a controversial figure and now Queen Consort, finds herself in an unprecedented situation. After years of waiting in the wings, enduring public scorn, and ultimately finding acceptance within the royal fold, it seems that Camilla's position has been abruptly upended. The news has sent shockwaves through royal circles. King Charles, her husband, has reportedly left her with nothing. No title, no power, and perhaps most importantly, no clear role in the future of the monarchy. This is a development that nobody saw coming. Not the public, not the press, and certainly not Camilla herself. But how did we get here? What has happened between Charles and Camilla that has led to this dramatic fallout? To understand the gravity of the situation, we need to dive deeper into the royal family's inner workings and the tensions that have been brewing for years. When Charles became king after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Camilla finally stepped into the role she had long been denied, the Queen Consort. After decades of public scrutiny and scandal, it seemed like she was on the verge of securing her place in the royal family's legacy. But what appeared to be a hard-earned victory is now unraveling before our eyes. The first signs of trouble began after the coronation. While Charles and Camilla basked in the glory of their new titles, cracks in their relationship started to emerge. King Charles, always a man of tradition, had certain expectations for how the monarchy should proceed. And despite the public narrative that he had reconciled with his family, it became apparent that his loyalties and alliances were shifting behind closed doors. At the heart of this shift is Prince William, the heir to the throne. While the media has often focused on Charles's relationship with Camilla, it's his relationship with his son that is proving to be the real source of tension. William, the future king, has been quietly positioning himself to reshape the monarchy. And in this new vision, Camilla's role seems to have been dramatically reduced, perhaps even eliminated altogether. In the past, Charles and Camilla were seen as a united front. But now, reports suggest that Charles has increasingly distanced himself from his wife. Some insiders have speculated that Camilla's influence within the family is being intentionally diminished, especially in favor of William's growing influence. The king's silence on the matter is telling, as he has not made any public statements in her defense. Instead, he seems to be stepping back and allowing his son to take the lead. It's a shocking turn of events, considering how much Charles has depended on Camilla in recent years. She stood by him during some of the most difficult moments in his life, including the fallout from his divorce with Diana and the years of public scrutiny they both endured. Camilla was a stabilizing force for Charles, a partner who helped him navigate the complexities of royal life. So, what has changed? One of the most significant factors is the changing dynamics of the royal family. As king, Charles faces a new set of challenges. He must balance tradition with modernization, while also ensuring that the monarchy remains relevant in the eyes of the public. It's no secret that the younger generation of royals, particularly William and Kate, are seen as the future of the monarchy. Their popularity has soared, while the king and Camilla's public image has become more divisive. As Charles struggles to maintain control over the monarchy, it seems he is making some difficult decisions about who will play the most prominent roles moving forward. And that brings us to the heart of the issue: Camilla's position in this new monarchy. Once heralded as the woman who would bring stability to the royal family, she now finds herself sidelined. In a monarchy that is increasingly focusing on the younger generation, Camilla's role has become less and less defined. As William's influence continues to grow, Camilla has been relegated to the background, and her future within the royal family looks uncertain. The situation is made even more complicated by the public perception of Camilla. Despite her long history with Charles, many in the public still view her with suspicion. For years, she was seen as the other woman in the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. While Camilla has done much to repair her image, the shadow of that scandal still looms large. The palace may be quietly acknowledging that the monarchy can no longer afford to keep her as a central figure, particularly if it means alienating a younger, more popular generation of royals. Camilla's role in royal duties has also been called into question. As queen consort, her public engagements have been limited, especially in comparison to the active roles of William and Kate. The royal family has been reshaping itself with a greater focus on the next generation. While Charles and Camilla are still expected to fulfill their ceremonial duties, much of the real work seems to have been handed over to William and Kate, who are being groomed for a future reign. This shift has left Camilla in a precarious position. With her title as queen consort now seemingly less significant, Camilla is facing an uncertain future. What is left for her if she is no longer a central figure in the royal family? What will her role be when the monarchy passes from Charles to William? For King Charles, the decision to push Camilla to the sidelines may have been motivated by a desire to ensure the longevity of the monarchy. He understands that the public's perception of the royal family is rapidly changing, and he may have felt the need to align himself with the younger, more popular royals to ensure the institution's survival. This is especially important as the monarchy faces increasing criticism and calls for modernization. But the cost of this shift has been high. Camilla, who once stood by Charles's side through thick and thin, now finds herself without a clear path forward. The fallout between Charles and Camilla is evident in the way their public appearances have become more strained. There is a noticeable distance between them, a palpable tension that hints at deeper issues beneath the surface. The question now is whether Camilla can find a way to regain her footing within the royal family. Will she be able to carve out a role for herself, or has the monarchy already moved on from her? And what does this mean for Charles's reign? Will his distancing from Camilla cause irreparable harm to his relationship with her and to the future of the monarchy? The next chapter in the royal saga is unfolding before our eyes. But the real question is, who will rise from the ashes of this royal crisis? Will Camilla remain in the background, or will she fight to reclaim her place? And, in the end, will Charles's reign survive the rift between him and the woman who once stood by his side? As Camilla is left with nothing, the future of the royal family seems more uncertain than ever. Will Charles's decision to push her aside be the undoing of his reign, or is this simply the beginning of a new era? The answers are coming, perhaps sooner than anyone expects.